Oh, what's this chanting? All around the block, I hear the people counting, staring at their clocks, and you can see the children holding out their breath. Oh, yeah. Oh, cocks and bottles, ready to pop out. Oh, no more crying. We are